You guys should really check out this new one. It's called Keep It 99.
Keep It 99, huh?
What's that mouth? Is your boy Love? I made looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy in the big screens. We got him right. Y'all see him right here join me. He doesn't have a screen on today, so you will focus on my beautiful face. I do appreciate that. But we're gonna start off with the show, talk about Bill Belichick and how crazy this situation with Bill Belichick being not a first ballot Hall of Famer. But I digress. What is going on? Welcome back to Keep It 99 Sports, the only place where we keep it real, we keep it raw, we always keep it 99 because it's the closest you're going to get to 100. We don't know everything, so I do digress. We have absolutely a loaded show today because Super Bowl 60 is official. Let me tell you, I'm also joined by the Unico Williams. Shout out to Unico. And let me tell you, Championship Sunday was pure chaos. We are breaking down how Drake Maye and the New England Patriots survived the blizzard in Denver to take down the Denver Broncos 10-7. But the big question everyone is asking, why did Sean Payton go for it on fourth down? Was it aggression? Was it ego? We're going to get into it. Plus, we have to talk about the NFC because Sam Darnold just played the game of his life. The Seahawks defeats the Rams 31-27 in an absolute thriller. And honestly, Darnold proved us all wrong. And it's just not football today. We're dropping our pre-Super Bowl NBA power rankings. Are the OKC Thunder truly unstoppable, or are the Detroit Pistons the new threat in the East? You know the drill. Get your popcorn ready. Hit that like button, and let's get right into it. This is Keep It 99 Sports. All right, we got to talk about it. I already did a short on it. I already did all that. We already had that conversation. Bill Belichick, not a first ballot Hall of Fame. How we feeling?
What is a first ballot Hall of Famer at this point now? What is it? If he's not,
the greatest coach of all time is considered by many. Is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't have the stats. Who else was first ballot? Because it was breaking news to me when I looked into the chat. I'm just now seeing.
Yeah, they haven't had a group, but it's already said that he didn't make it. It's a first ballot Hall of Fame coaches. Let's see who's on this list.
Oh, I got it for you. I was looking it up while I was waiting. So your coaches are Don Shula for the most career wins and the only perfect season. George Halas won 6 championships.
I love George Halas.
George Halas 6 championships with the Chicago Bears. Tom Landry for 20 consecutive winning seasons with the Cowboys and inventing the flex defense. Chuck Noll, Pittsburgh Steelers, 4 titles in 6 years. Bill Parcells, of course, 2 Super Bowls with the Giants, and of course, for turning around a whole bunch of other bad franchises. Curly Lambeau, no, Green Bay Packers coach.
Hell no.
Paul Brown, innovated the game. Don Coryell, and Bill Cowher. And there's a few other ones, of course, like George Allen, Bud Grant, Mark Levy, Steve Owens, and Tony Dungy. But yeah.
Tony Dungy, I love Tony Dungy, by the way, but Bill Belichick, like I said, getting into baseball Hall of Fame where sometimes it's a joke.
How long has Tom Landry been on the ballot? How many times has he been on the ballot?
He was first ballot.
So why is he just now getting on it?
No, he's talking about. We said who are the first ballot coaches?
These are the coaches that's in the Hall of Fame. Just to start.
Okay.
So they are first ballot. So they are these are the coaches who compared him that he didn't make it over, as he's not a first ballot, and they are
Bill Cowher, Bill Parcells, and no Bill Belichick.
Yes.
No, not that Bill.
For anybody that don't know what happened, Bill Polian is led to say Spygate and the deflated footballs. He convinced a bunch of people. It's supposed to be 50, so he didn't get the 40 out of 50. We don't know the exact number. But they say he didn't. Bill Polian convinced 10 people or more to not put Bill Belichick in over there.
But to not interrupt, let me give you the list of people that are first ballot Hall of Fame coaches was only George Halas, Vince Lombardi, Tom Landry, Chuck Noll, and Don Shula. Them the only 5.
Okay, that's a lot more fair than if that's the first ballot. Don Shula, Tom Landry, Chuck Noll. I'm not mad at that list, even though I still think
I'm still putting Bill there.
I'm putting Bill there. That's just Tom Landry, yes. Don Shula, you might can make a case for more than Bill.
I'll just be fair. Like, I get it. He got 2 gates, deflate gate, spike gate under his belt. Gotcha. He got 2 gates under there. Regardless, you want to make the argument, he was carried by Tom Brady, even though if you look at the last championship he won, where Tom Brady wasn't really able to do much, and they won 12-3 over the Rams, who had everything from
And don't forget
Todd
the first
Gurley
two.
and everything.
Don't forget the first two.
But just regardless, I don't really think there's a good argument to make on why he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame at first ballot. Even. I don't think there's a good argument. He made a Patriot dynasty that dominated the entirety of the league, not only his division, but the entirety of the league for the better part of 20 years. Multiple winning seasons outside of time when Tom Brady was injured or the first couple. The most championships.
All right, let's go. By the way, if you want to say he got carried, let's go look at the first Super Bowl he won. 2002,
top 10 defense.
145 yards, 1 touchdown. That's all he did.
Bruh. You can look. You can use the first one as a proof. I can use the last one as a proof. The last one, literally 12-3, a defensive clinic on stopping the NFC's top-looking offense at the time, and put on a masterclass for 60 minutes to make them only score 3 points. Bro, I'm sorry. There's just no argument for why he shouldn't be first ballot. I get it. He got the gates against him, but if we're gonna really be honest, there's a number of organizations or things that's in the NFL that have not been on the up and up when it comes to doing things the right way. Sure, but look, the pedigree that he has speaks for itself. Now, has he done stuff outside of in college and other things that maybe a little questionable? Yeah, but that has nothing to do with his NFL Hall of Fame pedigree. There's just not. There's no reason he shouldn't have been a first ballot Hall of Fame. It should have been clear as day. The man was pretty much the greatest head coach that we have been able to see. I just don't understand that, but I really don't. I don't really think there's a good argument to make. Like I said, you would look at it as it was a conspiracy for him not to get there more than the conspiracies that he did when he was here.
It literally is like this. These certain people didn't like him, so we don't get it. It's the same argument with it's the same little argument with Bill Belichick. I mean, with Barry Bonds and everybody in the thing. We don't even know who took steroids, but we know he didn't. Even though Barry Bonds wasn't proved, we know he took steroids. We're not going to compare. But there's no evidence he ever took steroids. He never got caught. There are people in the Hall of Fame now that got in after getting caught with steroids and stuff that he didn't. But so it's just people didn't like him. It's simple that Bill Polian and that group did not like him, and that's it. And it's asinine because now we're getting into the 2 Hall of Fame. You get into the 1 Hall of Fame I always held honor with was the NFL, but now you're starting to get in the baseball Hall of Fame era where it's just writers and reporters and analysts who don't like certain people and GMs who didn't like certain people. So now we're going to make up whatever excuse not to do it. Because in baseball, they put the people in the Hall of Fame, but they're going to make sure you're not first ballot because they don't like you.
They'll do that. They'll let you in after you die. After you die, the MLB will do that. They'll get you in there eventually.
This is gonna be the problem.
You should get in, and that's a problem to me because I don't need writers, reporters, and GMs being like spiteful. That's the one thing they haven't had recently in the NFL. NBA just let everybody in. If you don't get in the NBA Hall of Fame, I don't know who you.
But no, this is gonna look bad because now if any coaches get in this year, they're gonna be looked at sideways. It's gonna be like, bro, I don't care what coach you put in the Hall of Fame right now. They're not gonna have a better resume than Bill Belichick. So anybody that makes it this year is gonna be looked at sideways. Like, why you and not Bill? Like they're not gonna tell me that Tom Coughlin make more sense to put in the Hall of Fame than Bill Belichick. No, he don't. Like, what are we doing? Like, we're gonna look at it sideways because they can possibly put in a coach that ain't gonna be the greatest coach we've had in NFL history. They're just not gonna make no kind of sense with it. It's not gonna make sense. This whole NFL Hall of Fame this year is going to look fraudulent because he's not there.
Let's go.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go over the people that's eligible that's going to be here in this year for the finalists and semifinalists. Drew Brees, Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers.
Likable guys.
I think this is Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers' first chance to go in. Eli Manning second. Larry Fitzgerald, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Steve Smith Sr., tight end Jason
Nice
Witten.
guys except for Steve Smith.
Tight end Jason Witten, running back Frank Gore and Fred Taylor, defensive back Luke Kuechly, Terrell Suggs, Kevin Williams, Darren Woodson. Darren Woodson has been on there multiple times. He should have been in. Special teams, Adam Vinatieri. Listen, only person I see on this list that could even compare to being on with Bill Belichick would be Luke Kuechly in terms of how good of a player he was because he led that Panthers team But and the only reason I say that because his career was also very short. But you will probably never find a linebacker as smart as Luke Kuechly ever. So I'm gonna give him credit. But this, no matter who you put in compared to Bill Belichick, it's gonna be like, oh, over Bill, over Bill. Even with Luke Kuechly, even though I think personally Luke Kuechly could be in that, but over Bill, that's what everybody gonna say over anybody.
Bro, the stupid thing about it, you gonna consider Adam Vinatieri to get a Hall of Fame ring. He won 3 of his championships with the New England Patriots. Like, it just does not make sense
for a long time though. So he's like, it would be his third or fourth.
It's not gonna make no sense, bro. It's just not gonna make no sense. It's not. It's
not. This is like,
so dumb. For this, you would have needed like people like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, all to be on the same list at the same time. Belichick come out just so you can be like, oh yeah,
it's gonna be stupid.
People be on the Ed Reed. You need like be like, oh yeah, Bill, it's okay because we got that person. Who is gonna be you needed that one person that you could be like, oh, he in to distract.
All right, now I need a reason to watch. Okay, no, I did something like, bro, like it just no.
All right, who did I just name that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that makes sense over Bill? It's gonna be a controversy, no matter what.
Like it's the same thing as like just looking at I'm a wide receiver gonna talk here, so I'm gonna talk about wide receiver. But at wide receiver, it's Larry Fitzgerald, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, great guys. Now, what if T.O. was in this class and you snubbed him? Like, are you gonna say any of those 3 were just downright better than T.O., but you just snub him because y'all don't like him? But these guys you do like; they're likable guys. You know what I mean? But that's the same equivalent.
Be Larry Fitzgerald, but nobody else.
I mean, but T.O. is. Come on, man! It ain't no way that these 3 guys will make it over T.O.
You can at least compare them to T.O. better, but you better Larry Fitzgerald stayed with one team, did his thing with one dude. He didn't have the quarterbacks that T.O. had. You can make argument. The rest of them, no.
It's stupid, and they know it's stupid, and they know it's biased. But we already know. We already seen the NFL, But Matt, we say a bunch of major league sports this past year have already pulled some shady things. So why not? Let's go ahead and snub Bill like we didn't. And this will be the year they'll let Eli Manning get in because we snubbed one person, we can't snub 2 at the same time. We can go ahead and put it.
Let Eli get in, the guy who gets into the Hall of Fame that beat him twice undefeated in the Super Bowl against Bill. That's why the NFL is the greatest product of sports, on the strength of all this drama for a team of 52 guys that's interchangeable every single year. But they know how to make a headline, man. They know how to make a headline.
Do you think Drew Brees or Phillip Rivers get in first ballot?
The only one, Drew Brees would make more sense. Phillip Rivers would make more sense to get first ballot above Drew Brees. If anybody get in, it will be Drew Brees.
So the first ballots this year, since we already seen that the headline is gone, Bill Belichick, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, and Phillip Rivers. Those are the first ballot ones. So
I mean, Drew Brees, and just I know they say recency bias, but I mean, it seems like that Super Bowl and what he did for New Orleans and after Katrina was just yesterday. You know what I mean? So that's going, and him being a hell of a guy, that's going to be, that's going to be a lot, man. This got me thinking about, but I'm looking at these quarterbacks here. I'm like, man, how long will it take for Mike Vick to get in? How many times will it take?
Michael Vick might never get in.
Because I
don't think Michael Vick ever get in. He should.
I mean, maybe as a contributor to the game, I think, because I see that they have.
He not getting in. He should
contributor to the game and how he changed the game. Like, is it a black quarterback?
Quarterback's favorite quarterback was Michael Vick.
Yeah.
At one point, they all named it. Ask any quarterbacks in the league now that's old enough to remember Michael Vick. Some of them getting young enough that they don't remember Michael Vick. But for the most people at 25 and older, Andrew Luck, C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels, my favorite quarterback was Michael Vick. Matter of fact, when Michael Vick played, I promise you, go watch high school and college. After Michael Vick in 07, all the high schools got a black quarterback. When I was Nico, when I was younger, they didn't have black quarterback at high school. Our school changed to a black quarterback. Paul, quarterback. We want that.
Yeah, we did this. We did the same thing. After we lost our quote unquote D1 quarterback, all state, everything, white guy, tried another white guy. He quit on us, and then we went to our all state cornerback and tight end to become our quarterback. So that was like 05, 06, right? So that's when boys start running that ball, man.
Then you start doing read options and football change. So it changed.
I mean, toss sweeps where the quarterback is fast enough to go lead block a sweep, a toss, like
Michael
crazy.
Vick changed football. So I'm never.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm like at least a contributor. He's got to get in there at some
Michael
point.
Vick changed football. I think Cam Newton solidified it. I'm always say that. Michael Vick changed.
Solidified. He first ballot for Cam.
No, I don't think he's gonna get that either. But he's gonna
Super
get
Bowl loss.
He's gonna get Cam gonna get in the Hall of Fame. Michael Vick not.
He making media friends now too. Cam Newton is, so that might help him.
I think he was always gonna get in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he's gonna be first ballot.
But
we are joined by the Hollywood. By the way, if you don't know, as y'all see at the bottom of the screen, overall99media.org, go to the page. Go click affiliate links. You'll see what it sounds like and the Blurred Cartel, both owned by the Hollywood. So you can go check out his pages right there if you just go to those pages, as well as you see at the bottom of the screen, go to the bottom of the screen, click their picture, you go to all their pages or whatever page they sent me. So Hollywood, we are talking about right now Bill Belichick being snubbed. We're talking about who could be a first ballot Hall of Famer since Bill Belichick ain't even a finalist right now. So which is crazy.
Yeah,
he didn't even become a finalist. He just not in.
8 Super Bowls, not even the first ballot. To me, it's either because of Spygate, Deflategate. You know what I mean? And probably he just rubbed some people the wrong way, I guess. But it's just crazy though. You know what I mean? If the credentials for getting in the Hall of Fame is, one of the criteria is, I would think, is winning.
Winning.
You know what I mean? Having accolades is what gets you in there, and he has accolades that would say if this was any other coach, if this was Andy Reid, 8 Super Bowls, he in there, no question. They're not saying no. If it was Don Shula, yeah, he in there. You know what I mean? If it's freaking George Hollis, whoever, Vince Lombardi, he had 8 Super Bowls. He's in there. Yeah, you know what I mean, first ballot.
Andy Reid also has 8 Super Bowls he's been to. So that's.
You know what I mean, but if he won 8, it would be no question. It would be no question.
I agree, man.
I feel like it's because Bill Belichick has been found of cheating not once but twice.
In the 6. What's that 8?
Yeah, you know what I mean, that kind of
I think because he got the 2 as a coordinator, I think.
Oh yeah, with the Packers,
with the Giants.
We got one with the Packers and once with the Giants. So yeah, that's why I say 8. Because I'm saying, hey, coach, you only been to 6.
Yeah, he got 8 altogether.
Yeah, we went 5 with the Chiefs, 1 with then 1 with the Packers as an assistant coach, and one of the. I was like, where 8 come from?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a spit in the face, slap in the face, whatever disrespect you could call your mama the B word to your face, type of disrespect that the Hall of Fame will be a joke forever. Because like I said, I already had my problems with T.O. not getting in the first time because that was no brainer. And they just because you don't like him. But now,
I think you have more of an argument with T.O. than you have Bill Belichick.
I mean, I just started. That's where my ire started with the Hall of Fame. But like now, this is like showing me there's some bullshit in the game, and it's 2026, and we can go back and look at everything now. It's not like in the early 2000s where you can hide reasons and you hide who the press, who the media voted for and all that type of stuff. It's not like that no more. The receipts will come out, and we're gonna figure out why you didn't choose him, and the people as a whole it's too many receipts nowadays. You can't get away with nothing.
And Bill Polian led the charge because the Flake game wasn't it? But I'm still like Bill Polian didn't like him in the first place when he was on ESPN. You can tell he didn't like him.
I mean, I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean to spin off one. I'll make sure I can be heard because I was just saying that the dog stuff will keep it out. But the NFL is showing that between this and what we just saw with the Pro Bowl, that if I got more power or popularity, hey, I'm just gonna vote how I feel, and y'all just gonna have to deal with it. That's just what the NFL is showing.
Same with you ladies. You sitting there with a guy.
Oh, wait, shout out to my boy T. Large Knots. He said, real question, James Harden, top 5 point guard all time. If you don't shooting guard. I call him a shooting guard.
Shooting guard.
Yeah, he's a shooting guard. So
You got excited and you
I know
finna
he
get
plays
in.
point guard a lot, but yeah. Next up, I know Monterey being here, and we having a lot of time on this show. I want to ask y'all a question. One gotta go. Who
Oh
y'all
God.
think? Who gotta go? Who off the list? JSN, Puka.
Oh, I know why
Jamal
you put. I saw a post on this recently that just said maybe now we have to start considering Puka and JSN being on the same level as Jettas and Jamar Chase. I just saw that post.
So who we getting rid of? If you had a team today and you had a chance to get all three, who you not taking?
Oh, I'm getting rid of JSN. That's not hard.
I'm getting rid of listen, JSN, he balled out this year, but the other three done it consecutively. So until he do it multiple years, he gotta go.
Yeah, a lot of people pointed to Justin Jefferson having a off year with a horrible quarterback situation. He only had 2 touchdowns.
It's a quarterback. We know why it is with him, but it's like how they said, like we have more of a body of work with the other three, and just I would love to see more. And the real debate is not even really with the bottom two. I don't think nobody's gonna really sit here and say I'm gonna get rid of Jamar Chase, I'm gonna get rid of JJ. I don't think nobody's really gonna say that. And if I'm choosing between Puka and JSN, Puka not only has done it longer, but I can put Puka in more spots than I really can JSN right now. Puka's been some of everything. And I've seen Puka make some of the most craziest catches I've seen, wide receivers making the last couple years. So I don't really think it's much of a debate yet.
All thing about Puka, I would say before we go to Unico, is I want to see Puka without Matthew Stafford. That'd be interesting. Unico.
That's where I'm at. Like I'm an Ohio State fan through and through. JSN, it would pain me to cut him, so it's Puka for me. Because it's like y'all said, I want to see him without Matthew Stafford. Let's see what you do, because JSN he was in a different, like you say, all the different spots that he could be in for Puka. For JSN, I'm looking at it like the spotlight was on him. Everybody knew where he was at on the field at all times because he was the only option whatsoever. So that being said, man, I lose Puka. I think you can find another one of him. I think.
Now we turn on Puka. Hold on now. Receivers like Puka don't just grow on trees, my boy. You can't just find
none of these
another one of him, dog. He a rare archetype. You can't just pick a Puka out the pool. Like, nah.
Hold up, has Justin Jefferson led the league in receiving yards?
It was close. I think it was him, but between him and Jamar Chase, I think it was close.
I know Jamar won the Triple Crown. Jamar is number one on this list, by the way. Puka led and JSN led this year in receiving yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson led, but I'm still taking Justin Jefferson. But
as Justin Jefferson, other than having the now Super Bowl participant Sam Darnold,
And the one thing I can say about all of these guys, we got it. Justin Jefferson has had the worst quarterbacks out of all of them. We gotta keep it a.
Well, to be fair, his best quarterback was also
Kirk Cousins, but say he had Sam Darnold, but for one season, for most of his career it was Kirk Cousins, and then he had Darnold for 1 year, and then you see what he had last year. Jamar Chase got Joe Burrow.
Got Matt Stafford.
And Puka got Matt Stafford.
I think one thing that we have to remember when we're talking about I need to see what you can do without your quarterback X, Y, and Z. I don't necessarily think that's as fair, because it's not necessarily your quarterback needs to be good for you to be, top in receiving yards or catch. It's that you need to be able to get the ball. And there's one thing that we know Sam Darnold does to his people, because he did it for that day, he did it for that shit. He's going to get you the ball. He's going to force feed you the ball. And so I don't really think that's fair to try to give a knock on Puka for having a good quarterback, and Sam Darnold isn't a bad quarterback, and he force feeds the ball just as much as Matt Stafford does. So I don't really think that's fair.
Well, almost. That I said earlier this year, Justin Jefferson missed Sam Darnold because Sam Darnold gonna throw it to his number one.
Yeah, he gonna force feed. That's what Sam Darnold. He gonna force feed. Like the same thing Stafford does too. Like, they gonna force feed.
It's like Minnesota, like the general manager, like the owner of Minnesota are they like the sickest people in the NFL right now? Like, are they like?
To be honest, I don't think they would. I think they would have been a good team, but I don't think they would go down with Sam Darnold.
Yeah, even if they didn't go to the Super Bowl, but still, it's like
trusting a quarterback
situation could at least be solidified.
I think the sicker people is somewhere between the Jets, because it shows how bad your organization is. Because this man was able to find success, not in one, in two other organizations, he was able to find success. Because Darnold had 14 win seasons in two different teams. Then two,
Carolina.
Then two, the Ravens, because Mike McDonald was their defensive coordinator, and instead of nobody really thought they would do this right. Instead of firing Harbaugh and promoting him up or keeping him, they let him walk out the door and end up becoming a Super Bowl contending coach in his first year. So it shows multiple organizations that it's not good.
They got Jesse Minter now. What you mean?
I mean, they do, and I'm happy with that. And the thing about it, look at Jesse Minter is we're hoping it's like another version of Mike McDonald, a really good defensive coordinator that we're hoping comes up to be a really good coach. But I mean, they had McDonald and they let him walk out the door. Have to remember that.
By the way, I do want to say this: all four of these receivers are amazing. By the way, I would if you gave me any of them, I would be so happy.
You good with them starting off the team?
I'm taking Drake London over all of them. Fuck you, man.
Well, one thing I do want to give
Drake London for any receiver right now, you'll be.
I'm taking Drake London over all
on this show. You want to change right now?
Before we move on, I do want to give props to Seattle's general manager of the organization, because they have known for the past 2-3 years how to let go of somebody when they needed to. They let go of Russell Wilson like the year or two before he fell off. They let go of Pete Carroll before he ended up going up route. They let go of DK Metcalf when everybody was questioning them. Actually let go of Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and putting their faith in JSN, and all of that worked out. So I have to give props to the general manager. They've done wonderful work over the last 2 years.
To me, he one of the top general managers in general behind Howie from the Eagles. He always does a great job. You see how much Pete Carroll struggles since he ain't got old boy. I'm just saying. And
he hired Mike McDonald too, so I give him props. The Seattle general manager has done a phenomenal job.
I would put him second up there behind Howard. He's always their organization is well. They take a few losing seasons. Same thing my Eagles and other teams, but I just thought it would be a fun.
And they let go of Geno. My bad. They let go of Geno too. Yeah, the year before it went bad. Like, I give them props. They have been on point on when to let go of players.
Yeah, so I always find it interesting. All right, I appreciate you. How the Hood just left. He just want to get in that conversation because he's about to go to the draft show. Shout out, after this show, y'all can go over to the Blur Cartel and watch their new show. So I do appreciate them for coming through, giving his thoughts for us. We about to get into our main program of the show. That was just something that just popped up, and we had some breaking news. So we want to talk about it. So let's get into what we talk about. Y'all know what we get into. We get into the NFC Championship game. As we just talked about Puka and JSN, we might well go into that one. Great game. Yo, the quarterbacks dueled it out. Witherspoon, I bragged on you last Tuesday. You got burned a few times. The coverage. You had your hand on the ball. Puka just made some amazing catches. But you got beat a few times. But at the end of the game, 3rd and 4th down, you made up for it. Great plays in the end zone. Matthew still had nowhere to throw the ball, so I do want to give him credit for that. He made up because I was worried. Willie, you need to thank everybody on your team because standing in front of the audience. I even saw it again after I saw Uncle Shay talk about it. Where he was like, "Hey, the referee let you do it for a long time, but you stayed over there and still telling them for a long time." And I look back at it, he was over there about a good minute, dog. His teammates around the field, he's still over there. I said, "Damn."
My overall thoughts, the penalty, the time penalty, was really bad. To me, they really gave him back that penalty, even though he was over there for a while and deserved it. They gave him back after the missed face mask call earlier in the game that they let the Rams, lost the Rams with. So I'm not knocking that. For me, the Rams didn't come ready in all three phases of the game. Defense and special teams really weighed them down over the course of the game. And like in this kind of game, everybody had to play exemplary football. And the Seattle Seahawks showed on all three phases that they were more or less ready for the game. And just the Rams weren't. Special teams has been a bit of an issue the entire year. If you want to always go back to the Eagles loss, how special teams
most block kicks.
Something like that. Like the you can go to the Eagles game, how they let that one get away from them. You can just the last Seattle Seahawks game was shaky, even with defense and stuff. Some injuries happened. Like it was sloppy on those ends. And look, muffing the punt, I'm not gonna lie, that pissed me off. I don't understand why at this stage, like those little 5-10 yards you might get from running the punt back is important. Just fair catch the ball. I don't understand it at this point. There's been enough muffed points throughout the entire league to where you should just want to get the ball back in your players' hands. They had momentum. They were up 13-10. They just came out of halftime, got to stop. And they had a chance to get control of the game in a hostile environment, and they just made stupid mistakes. And it was just irritating to watch. It's like, come on now. Y'all are the seasoned team, the one that's been here before, and they're the ones making mistakes. And yet we look at the Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold playing the game of his career, Kenneth Walker without Charbonnet there, running straight through them, the defense playing lights out. I mean, all you can do is just shake your head at some of the parts. Like, man, couple of mistakes, boy.
Ooh. Yeah, I was telling Murray in the chat, they need to get a stop right here. They got to stop. And then I immediately said, never mind. In the group chat,
I'm just like, bro, why those little 5 to 10 yards you're gonna run wasn't gonna matter that much? Just fair catch the ball, cause oh my god! And like I said, special teams has been something that the Los Angeles Rams had an issue with the whole year. Special teams has always been one of that.
Or was it the Bears that muffed it? Who muffed the punt in the Bears game? Was it the Bears that muffed, or was it?
I can't remember.
One of them.
I feel like that's what gave them I think that gave the Bears that fighting chance there to get into the.
Yeah, I can't remember which one though. Y'all.
It's been an issue for them. I'm just like, come on now. Defense already was something just because their defense had been shaky, but defense finally get a stop, and I'm like, come on, bro. Like they can't do that. You can't do that. And like I said, losses like this when it came down to 4 points, and then like I said, the offense. The play calling during those last 4 downs when they was at the goal line was a little shaky. Like it was a little bit shaky. Just be fair, they fell short when they didn't need to fall short at those moments. And Seattle was there; they were ready to play, and I have nothing but respect and props for them. I really do. I'm really proud of Sam Darnold. I wish I could have shared this post I saw, but when we look at the losses he had on the Jets, the losses he had on the Panthers, he was shipped from both teams. He was dumped off of both teams. Took 1 year to go to the 49ers, calling himself under Shanahan, and then bounced back with 2 14-win seasons on a positive team. It's just like he has a really good story. Like, he went from we all thought he was a bust, the meme, and he was seeing ghosts. Like, my man was seeing ghosts. Nah, my man literally might be a Super Bowl champion. I think it would be. It's gonna be crazy though. It's gonna really be crazy.
Yeah, that was. I was proud of Sam Darnold where he kind of rebuilt himself in Carolina that showed he could be competent. Because in New York Jets, he was on TV talking about, I see ghosts, and I'm like, that is not good to say ever. They killed him.
I mean, it was bad because him and Baker both was on the Panthers, and then they both left and found success.
But I think Sam kind of found a footing as a decent starting quarterback, which gave him a chance with Minnesota.
Yeah, I think that 1 year
Baker's was worse. He wasn't on no team until the Rams called him that random game when everybody got hurt.
Yeah, like it was bad for both because Sam we already accepted it was a bust. Like once he went back for that 1 year and behind the 49ers, everybody already given up on him. Like we literally thought he was done. It was okay, Sam's a bust. He done had 2 shots at it on 2 teams. It ain't look good. Everybody just lost him. And then when he went to like when we talk about Baker too, like he had to get caught up there when he went to the Vikings. It was only on like a 1-year stint, and he wasn't supposed to start that game. Remember, JJ McCarthy was injured in preseason. He wasn't even supposed to start last year, and so when he got the starting job because of that instance, it's like, oh, okay, well, they got something. And then the Vikings still didn't want to trust him, so they still let him go. And it's just okay. Seattle gave him a shot, and they exceeded expectations because he wasn't supposed to start then either. If JJ McCarthy hadn't gotten hurt, he may not have gotten that 14 win streak they got then either. It's crazy.
Unico, your thoughts on the game?
I mean, it was nice to see Sam Darnold being in that kind of a game, a shootout, if you will. It was good to see that. Seahawks, man, I'm kind of worried about their run game. I mean, they couldn't run the ball for nothing, really. I think their best rusher had 62 yards on 19 carries. That's not very good, especially going into this defense that they about to go into against the Patriots. So, but I'm happy for Sam Darnold. Like I said, man, I've been a fan of his since he was at USC. Only watched one game at USC, and that was a Rose Bowl on a Monday night. And all I kept on saying was Darnold because he had moxie and he, seemed like a winner. It's my first time ever watching him. So I'm happy for that. I wasn't sure where I wanted to go with Matthew Stafford because I was like, you know what? I'm good with his legacy. He got his ring, so if he take a L, I'm cool with that. Let's see Sam Darnold strive, and then yeah, that's where I'm at. But I mean, Matt Stafford, he gave it a shot. Neither of these quarterbacks threw an interception, so that was a big part of this game too. I mean, I think both teams came to play. There were some opportunities. When you get them, you got to take advantage of them. So, yeah, shout out to the Seahawks.
Yeah. Kenneth Walker hurt him more in the passing game. 4 catches for 49 yards. That he had like 3 big catches in the flat that he broke a bunch of tackles on. So that's why.
See, that's good. But I mean, I'm just saying, just from a rushing standpoint, it just didn't.
But I think it was an adjustment because they were missing their second running back, so I think it was an adjustment.
Yeah, so he used to like 15 carries. So, by the way, the second half they really shut him down. The first half he did a great job. First half I think he was at 6 yards a carry. The second half he was at 3. But
that's the beauty of half times. You never know what's gonna happen coming out that locker room.
But Sam Darnold played really well in the second half, so it didn't matter as much. Because the Rams' pass defense is not that good. We lost Monterey temporarily. He'll be back. But let's get into the second game in which we all know Sean Payton sold because some reason he thought Jason Stidham was him. And that first drive, it looked like it. I texted. I said, hey, I was right. Mims got his 50 yards on one play. I said, hey, there's a bet on Prize Picks right now. Man for 50 yards. He got 52 on the first play of the game. You would have won on the first, your first throw. You would have been good. I told you I got your back. We pick him now. We pick him. So you would have got your 50 yards from Mims on the first play of the game. So I got you now. Don't pick punters. Shout out to Adrian. But I thought the Broncos had control of the game. And then they decided to just let Jason Stidham do things. He tried to throw the ball backward. I don't know what he tried to, and he hit the ball in his hand, and it was a fumble. I don't know what that was. And then they wouldn't kick a field goal. And then the snow came, which I don't know if nobody told them the snow was coming. But I'm pretty sure the Patriots coach said the snow was about to come at halftime. So he knew it. And then he kept trying to kick field goals, in which this kicker was not going to make them. And they ultimately lost the game in a blizzard type game. So
yeah, that snow really picked up like that second half. Like I could see how the game plan, because Drake Maye was like kind of cooking at the end of the first half. I was like, oh, this gonna be I said this might be one of them kind of games that show why he's an MVP. And that second half came around and man, I ain't see nothing else.
Yeah, I saw the coach say he wanted Drake to pick it up before halftime because he said I heard a storm coming. I think I heard Vrabel said it. I'm not sure.
Because they went down and scored a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken, right before the half.
They went for it on fourth down because they're like, hey, we down. We got to get these points because we not scoring no more.
We better do it now.
We will not score no more if we don't do this right now. So they made sure that happened. The game was, it ain't much to talk about. The Jason Stidham missed a bunch of kicks. It was a blizzard in the second half that basically stopped everything. Again, some reason Sean Payton refuses to run RJ Harvey, no matter what, even in a snowstorm. He rather throw the ball, which still confuses me to this day. So if you was a betting person, you missed that 13.5 because he gave him 13 carries. If you're a prize pick type guy or any of them other leagues, it was 13 carries for his attempts. He ran it 13 times. So you did not get your point half because Sean Payton refuses to run him, even if it's snow in a blizzard.
I mean, that's when you would be like, yeah, this bet really about to hit. It's a close game, and you have ample time to just run the ball and keep, try and keep the other team from scoring. And no, just got to keep throwing it and prove that I'm the smartest one in the room.
Did the same thing last week. We playing the worst pass defense. We playing the worst rush defense in the league. In the league, and we got the best pass defense. Let's throw the ball 45 times instead of run the ball.
Yeah, why not?
And by the way, the only reason they still won the game is because Josh Allen had 5 turnovers. So you still had a lot of chances to do what you got to
do. Yeah, don't remind me because the way that cape been going on for Josh Allen. Don't remind me any AFC QBs that need.
I watched the announcer on CBS cry. I watched the announcer cry and said, "It's not your fault." I'm like, "He's not even on your bro. What?
It's not your fault. It's not your fault."
He's not crying. Talking about it's not your fault, and I'm like, "What? Are we serious right now?" But Murray cannot be heard right now, but he will join us when he figure it out shortly. So I'm looking for that. But my thoughts on that game was, the Pats has had the blessed year.
They have.
I'm gonna give y'all my prediction next week. Shit, Murray is back, but I'm gonna give y'all my prediction that Murray can't be hurt.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can be hurt.
Yep.
I was saying the whole time, I only wanted to say one thing, that might be why they fired the offensive coordinator, because it might have been the coordinator's decision to not run the ball, that kind of stuff.
Let's throw the ball every play.
It might be why he gone.
And not get no first down because we throwing into a blizzard. What a backup quarterback.
The quarterback gonna win this time, bro.
I'm like, okay, RJ Harvey is going to throw the ball 100 times. We get it. All right, I understand. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense.
That's why he ain't there.
But I'm like, okay, RJ Harvey get 30. They did that on purpose. 13.5 is the number you gave everybody 13.
Yeah, that sounds like a setup.
That sounds like a setup. Don't give him the ball no more.
Vegas going again.
Man,
it's a snowstorm.
This is the time to have 20 carries between two running backs.
By the way, I saw RG. I do want to talk about this RG3 post. He said Drake Maye has been on a generational run. He has played the number 1, 2, and 5 defense going to the thing. But he also, I think he has more turnovers than he got touchdowns. And also, the teams has only scored 16 points. Well, no, was it 19 points total against their defense because he's played Jason Stidham, CJ Stroud, which I don't know what's wrong with CJ Stroud, and Justin Herbert, who looked lost. Justin Herbert was the okay one.
We know what was wrong with Stroud. A lot of stuff. But he's played like 3 top defenses, and he's also played 3 of the worst offensive lines in the entirety of the league. With the exception of Garrett Stidham, wasn't that bad offensive line, but it was also a backup quarterback.
Yeah, so the only good offensive line they played was the backup quarterback who has played 4 games his life and lost lost all of them beside.
Mind you, they could have won still.
Yeah, they could have won if you ran the ball or kicked the field goal before halftime. You would have been 10-10. Instead of going for on 4th down with a backup quarterback.
You were talking about predictions for the Super Bowl?
We haven't got. We doing that next week. It's a next week then.
Okay.
So we're gonna worry about that next week. But I do RG3. Ain't no way he was serious about that. He had to be trolling. No hate to Drake Maye though. They
might be trying to start the Drake Maye and the next Tom Brady thing already with the generational runs, quote unquote.
This postseason, he has not played well, but he's
time to move Josh Allen out the way. They said you can't get it done. We gave you too many opportunities. She even changed the rules for you for overtime. And
by the way, Josh Allen, the first quarterback, I think they have changed 2 rules for ever.
We did too much. We gave you everything.
The first down rule when he lost the first his second year, they changed the first down rule for him.
The overtime one I'm cool with though. That one needed to happen.
They didn't do it when Patrick Mahomes lost to Tom Brady. They did it
because Patrick Mahomes, one, it was Tom Brady. They weren't going to do that. 2, Patrick Mahomes was still young, up and coming. They weren't going to do it quite yet, but it's all right. Like the doctor said, the overtime one, I give a little mercy for that because that needed to happen. Like that was something that the NFL should have been did. The other one,
They changed the first down rule for Josh Allen.
Overtime.
It was a
good change.
We're not gonna let them old men do the chain games. We're gonna do it electronically with a chip in the ball now, thanks to Josh Allen. Josh Allen did get that first down though in that game, but who cares? They wasn't gonna win. He was young. I think he had like 2 turnovers in that game. Don't let Rex Ryan say it. Rex Ryan will tell you that Josh Allen has never lost a playoff game in his life. It's the defense fault. Yeah, that Rex Ryan pissed me off with that. But
he pick and choose.
But we have the NBA Power Rankings pre-Super Bowl. So we're gonna give our 2 Super Bowl picks. We are in NBA season now, so be prepared to talk about a lot of NBA. We will also on this show pick our brackets of the NCAA tournament live, as it will be March very soon. So when that happens, we're gonna do our research on this college basketball.
I got a lot to catch up on because I don't know nobody.
College, boy, I'll leave that to y'all.
Shout out to Melo's son. He been hooping lately with Syracuse. I've been watching that. And Gilbert Arenas' son has made his debut for USC. So I hope USC get in the tournament. So because his son is really good at basketball, and I want him to see him in it, even though he missed most of the season after his incident. So I'm looking forward to that. So we will be doing that stuff because I know we are transitioning from football, as y'all can tell, because there's no football. We will have some shows that's gonna be.
Unless people want to hear about the Pro Bowl, which I hope not.
Oh no, we're not talking about the Pro Bowl.
I mean, I'm sure we'll do a quick reaction after it's over. Like
it's a flag football game. I'm not reacting to it. I'll go and play a flag football game with Cam. I can go to Houston and play on Cam team and then show the video. That's more interesting.
I forgot they switched the format. Yeah,
it's a flag football game now. I'm like, what do the linemen do?
Sprained ankle.
I'll be real. I don't even care at this point. We keep going.
Yeah, let's get
into the NBA. Let's get into the NBA. Shedeur Sanders made the Pro Bowl. I know people want to.
Oh yeah, shout out to that Pro Bowl.
I think he was the 15th alternate because everybody declined before him, so he's in now.
Good. He got a Pro Bowl to his pedigree. That's the start of his legacy. So let's get it.
I know people got mad that other people went in. I'm like, they all declined it.
And he can use that in contract talks to say he got a Pro Bowl to his name. That just upped his price. So.
Oh Lord.
I'm saying, but everybody, they were like, why Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence declined it. Did y'all not read the article? Trevor Lawrence. Bo Nix declined. Bo Nix hurt, so he can't do it. Trevor Lawrence declined. Patrick Mahomes hurt. Lamar Jackson didn't play. I don't know if Lamar Jackson played enough games. Joe Burrow declined it. Everybody declined it.
I mean, shit. Somebody had to play.
Somebody got to be here. Somebody got to play this flag football game. People think I'm dissing it. No, it's really a flag football game now. I'm not dissing it. Like
that's gonna be a show idea. Who has the worst all-star situation, the NFL or the NBA?
NFL still. At least you got Steph Curry. At least you can get Steph Curry versus some white woman in the 3-point shootout and be excited. I don't know what to be excited for in the NFL Hall of Fame. I don't know nothing to be excited for.
So it's to the point where in the NBA they're just like, LeBron's like, I'll be happy to be in attendance. Like, yeah, y'all gonna vote me in, but I'm just gonna accept the selection and then not play.
We on this now. the thing about the NBA All-Star game, the All-Star is gonna be there. NFL All-Star don't even choose to go to the game.
Yeah.
They just find people. They just find the people who want to go. Anybody want a free trip to Hawaii? I mean, anybody not Hawaii. Anybody want a free trip to San Francisco now because it's not in Hawaii no more. Which I don't know why they took it from Hawaii because maybe somebody would have wanted to go if it was in Hawaii. But you get a free trip, and some people are like, all right.
Because they needed them tickets to be more affordable. Hawaii round trip.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, man, just to get there, like the ticket is like $1,200, man.
So
you talking about you gotta.
So yeah, you get free tickets. So people.
If I was an adult back in like 2003, 2004, that era Pro Bowl for the Pro Bowl, man, I would have paid to go to Hawaii for one of those because they used to play.
I think they pay for the tickets now, so because nobody wants to go to them. So, but
yeah.
Let's get in these power rankings. Let's start with Unico. This is very different from us. Okay. NBA power ranking. Unico Williams.
It's too early, man.
Number one, I got OKC. I'm gonna keep them going. Number two, I got the Pistons because they got the next best record, and I think they're 8-2 in their last 2 games. So they doing what they do. OKC, they on the other end of last 10 games. It came down to Nuggets and Spurs for me, and I just went with the Nuggets had a better 10-game streak going into this. It was 7-3 versus 6-4. So I went with the Nuggets, especially without them having Joker and hanging in there. I know the Spurs had their time without Wemby, and who was the other boy in there? Castle, I think. Can't remember. But yeah. So I just went with the Nuggets because the Nuggets don't have nobody on their team where you just like, what we gonna do without? I mean, yeah, you got Murray, but that's a sometime situation. So I just went ahead with the Nuggets. I think that they persevered without having Joker during this time. And then, man, came down to Rockets and Celtics for me. The Celtics are doing more with less, except for they have probably the best player in the East on their team leading the way. So I went with the Celtics over the Rockets, who can't seem to figure it out.
Monterey, he said he said your team, so your power rankings is up.
I said it's too early for this, man. I came into 2026 with a fresh mindset. I said I was not trying to be as hostile on these kind of shows. I was trying to be very understanding and neutral. And as a representative Boston fan, I appreciate you having more faith than most of the Boston fan base in itself because they shouldn't be on. They shouldn't be there at all. Like, I'm just gonna be real. There's no reason Boston should be there. And this is power rankings. This is not respect your record. This is not, but no, this is power rankings on who the current 5 best teams in the NBA are. Boston is not one of those 5 best teams. I don't quite understand why they're there. I just don't. Like they don't beat many Western teams. They don't have wins over the Rockets, and the Lakers, when they beat the Lakers, didn't have Luka or LeBron playing. I don't quite understand why they're there, but whatever. I say I'm gonna try to keep it peaceful at first.
Not for you to understand.
I leave it there. And, shout out to Jaylen Brown. But you want to put him on the top best player in the East when Giannis is right there. It's okay. I'm not finna go into that this time. Anyway, as you'll notice on my team, on my listing, I have 5 Western teams. Why? Because I think these are the 5 better teams in the league. Because I have no faith in the East. I have no faith in any of the Eastern teams. The Pistons are the only one that I have some decent amount of respect for. But if you're asking me honestly who I think the 5 best teams in the NBA are, I don't think it's no team in the East. Because I don't think any team in the East is really going to be any of the teams, the top 4 teams in the West in a 7-game series for a championship. I just have no faith in that whatsoever. And a lot of the East beat up on the other Eastern teams, which also for the majority aren't good outside of the Knicks, Boston, and Pistons. So I don't have any faith in them. So I have the best Western Conference teams because I think that these are the best teams in the NBA. In this order, more or less. The only difference between the Rockets and Lakers, like you can switch them around. I don't really mind which one you want to put where. But I think the Rockets have the more recent win over them. So I want to give the Rockets a slight edge. But other than that, this is how I feel about them.
I feel that. Let's see. Here is mine, which is slightly different from Murray. Most of the same reason. So I got Spurs number 2 simply because the Spurs beat the Nuggets with them, and they got the same record. So I'm like, I give a tiebreaker. I'm a tiebreaker type of guy, and it was hard to choose between them two. Like I said, same record. I think the Spurs is beating them. The Spurs is also beat OKC. The only problem I have with the Spurs is when they play bad teams, they seem to play down. They'll beat all the good teams. It pisses me off. And I might be there next week. I don't know if I'm going to the OKC game or not. I know I'm going to the Rockets game, but I might go to the OKC game. We'll see. So shout out to the Spurs. But OKC is number 1. They're number 1, best team in the league, 37-10 right now. They dominate most games, 24 at home, 17-5. They're 0-1 in neutral settings. They're 3-0 in overtime. They are on a 2-game losing streak, which they was 37-8. So the hope for them to somehow break a record is not happening. I don't think it was ever going to happen. I don't know why people talked about that. It's way too early in the season to ever talk about that. But then I got the Spurs number 2. They had Spurs that had like all their star players injured at some point this year. Wemby's still on the play count because y'all know he had the calf injury, and they will not let him play more than 25 minutes a game, which sometimes why they lose some of these games. He will not play over 25 minutes. So we saw a game the other day when I think they lost to the Pelicans yesterday. They was in the game, and Wemby had to go out. He cannot play more than 20 minutes. They are not finna tear his Achilles. That is not finna happen. So the Spurs like, nope, get out of the game. I don't care how close this game is, you will not play. So that's the problem the Spurs are having. So I think when they feel like he's comfortable enough, they're gonna let him play a little longer. Let me make sure I'm correct about that. I know I saw him get out in the fourth quarter. I want to make sure if it wasn't for foul trouble or.
I mean, I while you're figuring that out, I'm not mad at it. The only difference between the Spurs and Nuggets, I think, for me, one is a little injury scares. Like, they've had some issues with players being in and out of injury, but they've still been able to maintain. Just like the Nuggets. And I think the only reason I got the Nuggets above them, I think, is experience. Is the only little notch I want to give them, because the Spurs, just like OKC was last year, a lot of them are just unproven of how deep they might really go in playoff-wise. Other than that, I think you can easily alternate between the two of them. I think they're going to be really close in the year.
Wemby did play 31 minutes, but he averaging 25 in the last few. So
I think they're going to definitely probably keep him down up until playoff time. I don't think they really have any reason to push it above there while they're number 2 or 3 in the West. I don't think they really have any reason to push it.
Yeah, I'm looking at his last few games. Yeah, he's mostly 24, 25 minutes. Last night he did play 31, so I do take that back. But to me, it was interchangeable. And then to me, those 3 best teams, and then you got the next 3 best teams to me, which will be the Lakers, Rockets, and Pistons. I just gave the Pistons respect just to put them forth because they're Eastern teams. So I didn't want to just like throw them away. And then the Rockets, I picked over the Lakers because I'm curious about even though the Lakers and Rockets basically have they basically 1 game apart, half a game behind.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes I feel like the cohesion between the Lakers. I think the reason I put these 3 here because the Pistons are unproven. The Rockets don't have a point guard right now, so their offense looks weird at times. They play amazing defense, and Kevin Durant can just score whenever Kevin Durant can. That's the game. Sometimes he go off, and then the Lakers, when they all together, sometimes it gets weird because I feel like the chemistry sometimes off when LeBron is with them too. Some games it's amazing. In some games it looks weird because like LeBron is not used to not having the ball. So it looks off. But some games it looks incredible, by the way, when they just flowing. And in some games it looks off. So that's why they not in that top 3 category. But that was my reasons for it. And I feel like more like right now the Rockets can figure out their problem and figure out they were more than the Lakers can figure out their chemistry. Because again, the Lakers keep getting a bunch of injuries too to one of their 3 players. So it's like they can't never get it together. The Rockets been relatively healthy, and I feel like they slowly figuring out the offense a little more and more every week, even though it's still weird. And they stuck on the road. They are terrible on the road. They are 12-13 on the road. But at home they cook. Again, that's because the offensive barriers. They are amazing at home. So if they get home games, I do feel like the offense do flow well. So that's my reason why, even though you can interchange any 3 in their top 3. So
I'm with you. Pistons was my only other one I was sitting there contemplating with number 4 and 5. I think those 3 teams are all interchangeable. But then outside of that, it's just the rest of the teams in the league, basically.
The only thing I worry about the Pistons is Cade Cunningham because I feel like he's emerging to a superstar, but can he be a superstar in the playoffs?
Yeah, because I don't know if they're going to make any major.
He's going to have to shoot it. 41 times to get 42 points. He's gonna have.
They are mostly defensive team.
Well,
he gonna have to take
I'm
all
more
them
trying to
shots.
see like, are they gonna have that guy that's gonna step up in the playoffs? Like, I know they might make a move for somebody like Michael Porter Jr. in the trade deadline and stuff, but I'm really just curious, like, can they turn that level up to somebody to be that guy and get that playoff run going? That's what I'm really curious about with the Pistons wise. Like, everything they're doing right now looks good, but just so like, because the eastern side isn't as strong as the west, and then we just really have to see like, okay, are y'all the new OKC? Do you have somebody else like a Jalen Williams, a Chet? Is going to step up? Is Cade going to be able to step up and become that guy? In the playoffs that he's showing in the regular season sometimes. Like, so it just depends. Like the showing they just had against who was it, the Rockets or the Blazers a couple of days ago, that wasn't necessarily the best. So just they have to see, can they do that consistently and turn it up another level in the playoffs. I'm hoping the way they went out last year fuels them this year to do a little better in the playoffs like it is in the regular season.
Yeah, because like I said, if Cade Cunningham could bring, he had 29 last night. He had 29. He had Tobias Harris 16. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Tobias Harris in the playoffs going away. So you might have prepared to try to get that. Unico said you won last night. When you get 29, Tobias had what? 16. Yeah, you gotta get you about 41 because Tobias ain't doing that in the playoffs. you go ahead and turn them scoring up. You might get away with the bottom teams, but you got a few young teams in there that I'm interested in. Another team like the 76 is interesting, but I feel like they got the Lakers problems, except for they ain't as good as the Lakers. Because Embiid throws off their team a lot of times to me.
You got Paul George reminding us he's on the team by giving us a 360 dunk.
It just randomly dunking. Tyrese Maxey also started this year. So VJ Edgecombe is a leading player for the Rookie of the Year, one of the top players.
It's like they're finally having a process now that they're done with the process.
If they could trade Embiid, I promise the 76ers would be in such good standing right now, but they can't get rid of him.
Embiid playing better. He still can't dunk though, because he can't jump. But he getting kind of used to being like a statue who just play defense with his hands up. So it's better, but still we just kind of slow the game down for him, and that hurts VJ Edgecombe and Maxey when he's in the game because they stop and wait for him. I'm like, no, y'all two supposed to run. And let his stay back there and play defense like a statue. That just sit your ass back there. We'll score. Don't worry. You can slowly walk your ass back up here. If we mess up and they stop us, we'll stop and wait on you.
If we got to inbound the ball, we got you.
It's just more unfortunate. It's just more unfortunate. Embiid's like a shell of himself. Like, this ain't nowhere close to the MVP level that he was able to play at his max.
He has no Achilles tendons in neither knee. So I know.
Right, I was just like, it's like a shell of himself. But unfortunately, they stuck with him. So it's just
right now he has at halftime. He has 24 points at halftime against the Bucks. So he's not like bad, but he's nowhere near what he was before that the other Achilles injury. He's averaging 25 and 7 right now. He's averaging 25 and 7.
I mean, you can't teach that size, so that's not going nowhere. So as long as he got that, he got a place somewhere.
But I do think, like I said, I do think they should. He's playing good enough. You can trade him. Because the last 5 games? The last 5 games. Listen, this is the last 5 since he kind of been back. 38 points against the Knicks. 32 against Houston, 30 against Indiana, 33 against Cleveland.
I mean, that's some good numbers against some good team.
I don't know who crazy enough to believe. Like, everybody knows the Embiid's injury history. I don't know who's crazy enough to take him at this point. Like, I'm like, who will take him?
All right, stop. I'm trying to convince people to take him. He averaged 30. He averaged 37 points a game in the last 5 games. Let's take his ass, please.
My bad. I'm talking to Zelmay Maury right here.
Come on. Man, talking about he's averaging 37. Don't take his hands up.
I'm just saying Embiid's against ice, man. Let's see what he's back to Israel.
I'm like, man.
That's the only way you're gonna get him off your team, bro.
I might have to tell y'all. I'm gonna send tweets from a burner account. Bees burner. Just name it Bees burner.
This is Joel Embiid, I promise.
Oh, it's Philly boy.
You're trying to get him out. Philly liberal city. Send him to us.
Give props to though. Like, Daryl Morey and the Philly organization have been able to draft very well recently. I have to give him props for that.
Yeah.
They've been able to draft great.
We love little guards apparently. McCain, Maxey, and VJ.
They've been able to draft really well. It's just they're weighed down by some of the earlier decisions with contracts and players.
Yeah, they were hindered at first by the Harden situation and all that was going on. So they was hindered for a second.
Yeah, it was the Harden one, the choosing to keep Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler, the extension to Embiid, the problem that became Ben Simmons. Like some of the decisions that they made early just really weighed against them. But they've been able to draft overall really well.
Hiring Doc Rivers was a full start of
some of the decisions early have really been weighing them down on the back end right now.
This Doc Rivers got on since before Ben Simmons was called the next LeBron. Doc Rivers got on the team, he wouldn't even shoot the ball no more. Don't ask me what. Listen,
now
Giannis went to a championship. Giannis then went to a championship and won it. The next year they hired him as an advisor. The coach got fired and he became the coach. They ain't won nothing since. I'm just saying it seemed to be a Doc Rivers thing.
And now we waiting on see if Giannis is gonna put that trade request in, or we're gonna have a lackluster lackluster trade deadline because waiting for February the 5th.
He's recently injured, so he's gonna be out till like March or something. I think. So
man, that's still trade for him. You just gotta say if you want to go or not.
Put that request in. Doc Rivers gonna ruin your life.
I mean, they already
gonna ruin Milwaukee on the way out.
They already cooked this season anyway, bro. Don't nobody believe them.
I'm just telling you,
it's over with. He started counting the games down. I said, "Yeah, we got like 37 games."
I wanted Mike D'Antoni to be our coach. He would unlock Ben Simmons mode, but then we hired Doc, and that was the end of that.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's all it is. I'm sorry.
Mike D'Antoni, the scapegoat.
What song is it? I don't even know what song it is. But stop playing random music. I do appreciate y'all. That's the show. Like I said, it's gonna be very light in sports. Anything else happening?
Two things. Ain't nothing else that we need to talk about. This is gonna be the time we wait.
We talked about Bill Belichick. Joe Brady is the coach of Buffalo Bills, I guess. That's
conspiracy. Sean McDermott was the fall guy because it made no sense to promote your offensive coordinator. You promote your offensive coordinator, fire your head coach, and keep the general manager. That was a conspiracy.
It was questionable.
General manager, higher position.
Oh yeah, they promoted the general manager, fired the head coach, and promoted the offense coordinator. It was definitely a conspiracy, but it's all right. It's okay. It's a conspiracy, and Josh Allen is still like, okay, so what about my wide receiver? So it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. We see what it is, man.
They're gonna see if they can get Devontae Adams next year. That's gonna be the answer. At 35.
I'm not gonna lie. At Devontae Adams' age, that man can still run a hell of a route.
He can, but he ain't what they need. They should have just traded for Waddle, or they should have, or somebody like that. But we'll see.
Are we talking about Devontae Adams with the Rams?
Yeah,
I know that. I was like, and it's unfortunate that Devontae been so close to a Super Bowl like 3 times with them Packers teams, and now recently with this Rams team, and he still ain't made that Super Bowl. Bro.
That man had Woodley looking 3 different ways when he hit that route. He still got the route running. He might not be as fast as he used to, but he be having them DB running sideways like they don't know which way he's going. I'm like, you ain't
speedsters.
I'm saying them jokers be confused. I was seeing Patrick Surtain this Jr. being like, "Yo, my welcome to the NFL moment." I was looking at Devontae hit me with a route thing. I swear he was doing that right. I ran out there to catch a pick. That dude in the end zone on the other side of the field. By the time I realized, I said, "Yeah, Devontae always ran routes. He probably one of the best route runners out. Him and Ocho Cinco, some of the best route runners of all time."
Yeah.
His name is Chad Johnson.
8'5".
Your mama named you Chad. I'm gonna call you Chad.
But that's the show today. Y'all know we catch a conversation on Thursday. We're gonna have probably another. The J. Cole mixtape is out. Academics got slapped. And now he's at a beef, and now him and Wham, little baby, looks to might be getting in a boxing match or something. I don't know what's going on with that. So Adam 22 got beat up. Y'all know it's gonna be a crazy.
They getting beat up.
So. Well, his girl get beat up, not him, but he got beat up. But it's gonna be a crazy show Thursday. So be here for Casual Conversations on the Keep It 99 channel or the Casual Conversation channel. So if you're on the Overall 99 Sports channel, go over to the Keep It 99 channel or the Casual Conversation channel, as well as I think this show will be on Spotify or next week's. I don't know if I'm going to start with the Super Bowl or this week's, but one of these shows
Radio Row like everybody else.
And Casual Conversations will also be on Spotify starting, I think, Thursday. So this is going to be episode 1 of this season. I don't even remember what season it Casual Conversations. I'll look it up, but it will be be on our Spotify. Overall, Keep It 99 Spotify. You'll see us saying to say Overall 99 Media. Go to it. You'll see our shows on it. We got some new. I got some new things coming soon. I don't know if it'll be February or March, but it'll be fun. It's a lot of fun stuff coming. I appreciate y'all. Nico, you got anything that's coming up?
Just do you hear me and more movies.
More movie review. By the way, I'm getting into the movie. Wonder Man review will be coming out hopefully next week. It comes out. All the episodes come out today. So tonight.
Oh, okay.
I will be watching Wonder Man. I also got His and Hers. I gotta watch. And I
saw that too. Oh man, it's a movie on Netflix called The Rip. It's real good.
I'm watching it too. So me and Unico might review all 3 of them next week. So
that's real good, man.
So we'll probably do them because I do have to do all that. Murray might be here for Wonder Man. I don't know if you want to, but Wonder Man, according to everybody, it's an amazing show. To a lot of people,
I'm interested in.
So be up for that with Unico. So we will be doing movies. So and if you want to find out where to find them, over on 99 Media, click his picture. Monterey, anything for you this week?
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, you know what to do. If you want to make it make sense, go down, click his picture. It take you right to it. I made it simple for y'all. Overall 99media.org. You see it at the bottom of the screen. I tell you that the whole episode is right there. See, it's coming up right now. You see it? Click the picture. I tell you, I give you instructions. Just read. Be like Constant and read. All right, I appreciate y'all. Peace.
What's the score? What's the game? Who's the player? What's the name? Zell May spins tails like fireflies in the dark. Unraised verdicts leave a mark.
Closest you're gonna get to perfect, but not quite, not tonight.
Keep it 99. Oh, so close to the light, but you'll never hit the shine. Keep it 99. It's the closest you're gonna get to 100, yeah.
Unico's flow cuts like a knife, twisting rhythms full of life. The storyteller whispers truth in the night. Fraud judge rules with a crooked side.
Closest you're gonna get to flawless, but it's raw, it's lawless.